How's it going? Well, right now my computer is kind of tied up. I'm trying to boot to Remix OS in the mode where it can actually write things instead of just being a guest. It worked fine as a guest. It also worked okay when I booted to in Legacy mode. But of course I mean, like in the BIOS, set it for Legacy, but then the resolution of Remix OS was terrible. I was like, well, okay. So I'm trying it this other way. The last time I waited about 10 minutes or so, and I've read that you have to wait 15 to 25 minutes, so I'm going to wait about a half hour. And if I still can't do it, then, well, I'm going to start looking into a virtual machine to run this in, which would be much preferable anyway, because I don't want to have to dual boot to do this stuff. I just want to go to be able to have the Google Plus app as an app, because the app is still halfway decent. The website for desktop sucks. Sometimes I think they're trying really hard to get people to not want to use desktop anymore. I don't know. It's weird. But the thing that startled me so much about the quotation marks not working on YouTube searches anymore is that if they do it to that, what if they do it to regular Google searches? Now see, right off the bat, when it comes to YouTube, people aren't realizing the ramifications to them making these changes. You know, when you search for something, they now get to choose the narrative for whatever it is you search for. By not letting you put words together and search for those words in that particular order, they choose the narrative. So imagine if they start to do that to regular Google.com. People talk about how terrible that, oh, they're banning this person, they're banning, oh, free speech. This is actually a hell of a lot more important than that. When they get to declare the narrative whenever you try to search for something, because you're not allowed to be specific anymore. Unless you know all of these words that you can say minus to. Unless you know all of these singular words that won't destroy your ability to look up what you're looking up. I mean, there are some words that are so common that if you say minus to them, I mean, you're not going to find jack shit. So you've got to figure out what exact words that you can, remove from the search and still have reasonable results. So, this is actually a big deal, particularly if they do this to Google.com. Okay, but this is a big deal when it comes to YouTube. You should be able to see it, really.